In this video, I'm going to explain what Replit is and how to get started with it. Replit is a platform that allows you to build and host your coding projects instantly with no setup, and it provides you with a social browser-based IDE where you can collaborate with others and share your work. So let's get started creating a Repl. Once I'm logged in, it'll take me to my home page, and I can create a new Repl project by either clicking on this blue button here or here. It'll prompt me to select which language I would like to use from this drop-down list. Or if I want to get started with a template, they also have templates with pre-built code in them to start from here. I'm going to start with a P5 project in a template. I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to go ahead and create it. Once you've created your Repl, it's going to take you to your coding environment. What you're going to see in here is up top, we've got our project settings. We have our run button, we have our threads, and then we also have an invite button. Over here on the left, we have our toolbar, a file tree, our text editor, a preview pane, and then a console and a shell. This might look different depending on what language that you're using, but you should generally have the same structure no matter what. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at some of the code in JavaScript. Okay. Once I hit the run button, my code is going to run and I'll be able to view it in the preview pane. So this is a fun, colorful dot thing. And I can also edit it myself. So I could, for example, start editing these colors and see what happens. Okay, we've got lots of colors going on. Let's do some primary ones. Wow. Then if we wanted to invite someone else to work with us, we can use multiplayer mode. So multiplayer is a way to collaborate live with other users, and they'd be able to edit and view your code with you. So I'm going to invite someone to my project and show you what this looks like. If I click on invite, I can invite them using their username or their email, or I can generate a join link. I'm going to use this join link and invite someone over. So now you can see someone has joined my project because I see their icon up here. I can also see wherever their cursor is. So for example, if they're highlighting something or editing text somewhere, I'll be able to see that live from my screen as well. Now, in addition to coding together, you can also use threads in the chat to collaborate. So I could highlight an area and add a thread. They could respond. We can also chat using the chat function down here. And they could respond and say hi. Happy with your project, you want to show it off and you want to protect it, keep it the way it is. Well, you have two options. The first is to share it on our apps page. So apps is a gallery of projects that you can use for inspiration and that you can also fork if you'd like to create your own version. And you can post your own projects to the apps page. Go into your project settings and hit publish, fill in the appropriate information, and that would add it to apps. Now, if you don't want it to be in apps, you just want to share it with some friends, you can click on these three dots and hit Spotlight. Spotlight creates a web page where people can view your project. They can view the code. They can leave some love, comment on it, but they can't edit your code. They would have to fork their own version. Now, if you run into any trouble and you need help, there are a lot of resources for you on Replit. There's this question mark down here where you can learn more or ask the community for help. You can also check out our Replit docs at docs.replit.com. And if there's a feature that you'd like to see on Replit, go ahead and give us feedback at Canny. And that is it. Happy coding!